You ever have one of those moments where the world just stops and you realize nothing's going to be the same? That's what happened to me. Marcus Tate, on Flight 731, headed to Carson City. I'm just a GuyTech CEO, sure, but mostly a dad cradling my 6-month-old daughter, Lila, in a soft blue sling, stepping onto a plane, thinking it's just another trip. Boy, was I wrong. It started the second I walked into first class. I'm a black guy in a sharp blazer, carrying a baby, and you could feel the air shift like I'd walked into someone's living room uninvited. Eyes flicked up from phones, a few heads turned, and this one flight attendant, Greg Harlan, gave me a look that wasn't just cold, it was loaded. Like he'd already decided who I was before I even sat down in 2A. I brushed it off, you know? I've been in boardrooms where people size you up like that. You learn to keep moving, keep calm. Lila was snoozing against my chest, her little breath steady, and I just wanted to get through this flight to pitch my company's new encryption software. But Greg? He wasn't letting it go. Every time Lila whimpered barely a sound, Mind Yo had slowed down as he passed my row, staring like I'd brought a ticking bomb on board. I'm swaying gently, keeping her calm, whispering this old lullaby my mom used to sing, and I catch him muttering something to another passenger, a smug guy in a pinstripe suit across the aisle, who smirks like they're in on some private joke. I let it slide, but my gut's telling me, Marcus, this ain't random. 10 minutes into the flight, Lila fusses a bit, nothing loud, just a baby being a baby. I'm adjusting her blanket when Greg swoops in, leans down, and says, real low, you need to keep that kid quiet, or someone else will. I freeze. My heart's pounding, but I keep my voice even. She's a baby, man. I'm doing my best. He smirks, not even hiding it, and walks off. The guy across the aisle, pinstripe, chuckles under his breath. Some people shouldn't fly first class. I don't bite. Not yet. But I'm watching, and I'm ready. Then it happens. Lila lets out a soft cry, and before I can even rock her, Greg's back. No warning, no word. She leans over and slaps her cheek, 2 fingers, sharp, like he's swatting a fly. That usually works, he hisses, his eyes daring me to move. Lila's wail cuts through the cabin, high and scared, and every ounce of me wants to lunge. But I'm a black dad in a white space, and I know how this looks if I lose it. So I breathe, slow, and pull out my phone. Say that again, I say, hitting record. Greg just sneers, you heard me, and struts back to the galley like he owns the plane. The cabin's dead quiet now, except for Lila's hiccups. I'm rocking her, whispering, I got you, sweetheart, but my blood's boiling. Pinstripe won't look at me. A lady a few rows back drops her magazine, staring. And then this kid in row 5, maybe 22, hoodie and earbuds, leans forward and whispers, I got it on video, man. The whole thing. I nod, real subtle, keep it safe. Don't show anyone yet. Things spiral fast. Greg's already radioed ahead, claiming I'm the threat, saying I yelled, stood up, made a scene. I hear the other flight attendant, Nate, muttering to him in the galley. You sure about this, Greg? But Greg's not backing down. The plane starts descending early, diverting to some small airport called Reading Field. I know what's waiting, security, maybe cuffs, and a story that'll paint me as the bad guy. But I'm not going down quiet. I stand, Lila still in my arms, and raise my voice, calm but clear. Folks, this flight attendant just hit my daughter. I've got it on video. If you saw it, speak up. The kid in row 5 stands, phone in hand. I saw it. I filmed it. A woman near the back chimes in. I didn't see the slap, but I saw how he treated you like you didn't belong. The cabin's buzzing now, whispers turning into murmurs. Greg storms out, red-faced, shouting, sit down, or you're violating federal law. I don't budge. He lunges at me, and I move quick, smooth, like I trained for this. I grab his wrist, twist, and his own momentum sends him crashing into the drink cart. Clang. Blood trickles from his forehead, and the cabin erupts, gasps, phones out, chaos. We land, and security's already at the door. But this one guy, Lieutenant Carter, steps in, calm, no nonsense. Let him talk. Get him a charger. I upload the video to my legal team's cloud, hand a napkin with an email to the kid in row 5, and say, send it. Now, by the time I'm in a security room, the footage is online, going viral, millions of views, hashtags like Justice for Lila. Turns out, Greg's brother runs ops for the airline, and they've buried complaints about him before. Nate even admits to my lawyer later. They flagged you, Marcus. Called you high risk. It wasn't random. In court, it's me against their machine. But the kids' video, passenger statements, and a leaked memo listing me as a problem passenger break their story wide open. The jury finds the airline guilty assault, discrimination, the works. I don't take their settlement. Instead, I pour every cent into a nonprofit, SkySafe, to protect parents like me, to make sure no one's silenced again. Now, I'm standing outside SkySafe's new office, watching Lila toddle with a toy plane, giggling like nothing ever happened. That's my win, not the headlines, not the verdict, but her laugh. They thought they could shut us up with a slap. They didn't know they were starting a fight they'd never win. What do you think? Where does justice start when the system's stacked against you? Drop a comment, share your story. Let's keep this conversation flying.